And the person that you, was it one particular person or was it like a group of people? And I want to ask you this: is that person still around today? Like, is that person still moving around today?
I wanna get at to my guy Bo. You know, definitely my bro Mo Dog definitely was a very influential on me growing up. You know, he was ahead of his time. He was our age, but light years ahead of us. But I want to get at to my guy Bo also because he was older, and he just to me was the most. You know, around the time when I was 12 years old, you couldn't tell me he wasn't the most gangsterous person in the world, bro. Like, he was the coolest. He was, you know, the girls knew him. He was into all kinds of stuff. Like, he was the guy for me. Yeah.
Another thing I want to say, because I know, like,
He's still living too.
Okay,
Both
cool.
of them still, definitely still living.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
If you could, because sometimes I like to paint visuals. Like, I like a lot of people to, you know, paint visuals about their neighborhoods, their, you know, their upbringing. If you can describe for the audience, like, Brooklyn at that time, what was, like, if you can just say, like, this is what Brooklyn was at this time.
Brooklyn in these times of growing up was very crowded. Come outside the block, you can't even see the corner because there's just so many people outside. It was just so much activity, right? You know, music going, you hear music out of cars. You know, you fashion, you know, gold chains and, you know, girls and stuff like that. And, you know, it was very, very, very crowded, very exciting, very, you know, coming outside on a summer day, you know, you bumping into so many different people, you know, and everybody always had a story or something going on. Yeah, it was a lot, man. But when I think back on those days, as I look around and see those same streets now, and it's so empty, right? It's just not the same, and the energy is just gone. It's just different, and I'm just like, man, you remember it was just so packed up. It was just so crowded. It was like a party every day, like you know, when these summer days. But you know, but a lot of that was pain, you know, before we understood it. You know, so we come from the ghetto. We don't even know we in poverty, right? Until we start to realize that something ain't right.
I was going to say something like that too. I was thinking about that, like, cause you like sometimes you can't really see outside. You can't see a world outside of your neighborhood.
That's right.
You don't see nothing outside of that. So it's like you just like, this is where everything is at.
Right, when you're young, you riding on your big wheel, you playing with your friends and stuff like that. It just feels normal until you get a little older, and you know, it feels normal, but after a while you start to say something ain't right. Like, man, why we ain't got this? Why is this happening? You know?
Yeah. Now, you spoke about your case, your incident. Was, I mean, you can answer how you want to answer it, but was that your first incident in being involved in something like that, or was just something that that happened at one time and led you to go to prison?
No, that wasn't my first situation like that, similar to that. I think we kind of took it up a notch with that one, but we had already been doing things in that realm.
Because a lot of times, you know, like when you get away with something or you do something, and
exactly.
How did you feel like the first time, like, in getting away? What was your?
You advancing though, right? So it's like you running up in a crack house, or what they call trap houses. You know, you got one guy, you holding one guy because you already got him downstairs, and they knocking on the door, and you come in, you kick it, and you tie everybody up and stuff like that. So it's just like, after doing those type of things,
and not getting caught, we ain't gonna forget that. This is
what I'm trying to say.
And the not getting caught,
and not getting caught, you gradually start to advance to other stuff. So you know, then we got to a point where it was just like, yo, let's just snatch this dude, like, you know. Yeah.
What kind of rush it give you? Like, what kind of rush? Not now, but what kind of rush did it give you at that time? What did you feel like you was untouchable? Because I know a lot of times we get involved in things, and you get that rush.
Yeah.
What kind of rush was it for you? Like, doing those type of things?
I did feel a rush being involved in, things like that. But for some reason, I always felt like I was doing the right thing. It's weird. It's weird. It felt like I had a right to do this. Like it's like I was, like it's not wrong, And it's sick almost to think that like that, right? But coming out my house, jumping in the car, we riding around, and the world is ours. We gonna do whatever we need to do
to survive,
whatever that is. Like I'm gonna do what I gotta do, right? I have a right to do this. These guys over here selling drugs out this house. We not gonna rob a lady, a family. This is in the realm of criminality. I'm coming to get the drugs. I'm coming to get the money. Like this is okay to do.
Yeah,
you understand? Because this is all in the realm of criminals. Criminal on criminal crime. So I think in my young mind back then, I wasn't doing nothing wrong. I knew it was illegal. It's illegal. You can go to jail. But morally, I didn't think that was wrong.
Now, a lot of times when people you got people in the streets who get the tag of getting money, and people like getting the tag of being a robber or whatever case may be. Did you ever get any type of label from what you was doing?
I did both, right? I hustled, but I think picking up that pistol and using it and doing things with it, and it was different. It gave me a more sense of power, and it made me feel better, and like in a certain kind of way. You understand? Right? Whether if it was taking something from somebody or having a dispute and handling it that way.
Yeah. Because like I said, like I just mentioned, because sometimes you get that label, and the other flip side to that, your sense of security goes up, because now people are looking at you as a certain way. You have a tag or something that's saying to people this is what Maino was into.
Right.
Watch out for Maino, so forth and so on. So it seemed to me like you just embraced it. Like, listen, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. I'm going, this is what I'm doing.
But in the hood, everybody got a name for something. So it don't feel irregular. This is what we do.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I think that's what a lot of the young kids thinking about today too. The ones that's out here stepping or so-called stepping and going to jail. It gives them a false sense of bravado. Because now in my older years, like I too felt like you, like playing with that fire and all that. It's like, oh yeah, and then everybody looking at you like it's contagious.
It is though.
It's very contagious.
Because then when you hear like, man, like they know that you gonna bust your gun. Like don't play with him. He know that little nigga gonna get busy. Like,
and then a person won't find out that it's wrong until you dead. Well, you ain't gonna know then.
Right.
Or sitting in there with 100 years.
You sitting in there, and then the reality of everything start to set in.
It start to catch up to you.
The
maturity kicks in. That's when it sets in.
Right. And most times it's too late. Right. So
when you got that whole clock, that life.
Yes, I tell people all the time. So I was having this conversation the other day, right? Because everybody is, I'm a real nigga. I'm a real nigga. I'm a real nigga. I say, how do you know how real you are if that hasn't been challenged? Have you been in situations where you had to prove real? Have you been in front of the judge and he's telling you, we can give you 25 to life? Have you been challenged in that way to know how you would stand up in that way?
In that situation.
Right? So everybody, I would do this, I would do that. It's easy to judge the fight from outside the ring. But when you in it, then you know if you real or not. If you've been through certain things that causes extreme pressure to you, to your soul, to your body, to your mental, to your spirit. And you know if you won't break or not.